quarterback, Brady Cook. Luther Burden III, the electric one, into Arkansas at 4-7. And in
themselves off fast and start to create a little bit of doubt in the Missouri team that's coming off. Making here on the road going to be important, but he's got a heck of a supporting cast, and they need to shoot this a little bit sooner. He's downfield. He's got plenty of time. It's just a defensive line for Arkansas is one of their strengths. This is a good-on-good matchup. Putting that back in for forcing the early punt here. Really hard to bring down, so how Missouri attacks him and what sort of pass rush play.
Look at that, all the way up to the 46-yard line. Missouri's defense
storming the field after their win. I'm going to let this play go off.
Schrader's first carry.
Touchdowns when they're down there.
Yeah, this Arkansas defense in the red zone now. Rondo Johnson.
Play side and pull backside lineman there. They also will use Brady Cook's first big decision for Eli Drinkwitz and Kirby Moore. And picks up that vaunted first down. He's so good when he gets down here. He smells holds.
Luke Bauer, the normal, off the field with a donation to both Missouri and Arkansas's General Scholarship. Had to have a friend ask for walk-ons. And Missouri is in sync.
They're doing a nice job at the point of attack, running two adjacent linemen, have two adjacent defensive linemen. You have to pass it. They must today if they're going to win this game. Try to force Missouri to kick a field goal here. Taking a look at continue down here.
Jefferson still trying to get that knee loose. Mevis. Criswell, the transfer from North Carolina.
100-plus yard performance he had from FIU. I'd expect Arkansas to get this open opportunity for a first down due to the pressure.
Metro on CBS.
He's got one-on-one coverage. The safety Johnson was late getting over there to lay that ball up there.
He's completed 67% of his throws. They come with pressure. They do, but it's early. Whistle stops every 14.
His steps, and we've seen Brady Cook's legs absolutely torch teams.
True freshman. It's a gain of about 3, maybe 4.
And 1-1 in the SEC since Guyton started calling plays.
And they blitz him again, and it's the stop.
Take a look at Kenny.
They hope to have an offensive coordinator in place, and
Marion does out at UNLV with those double offset backs. He's
14 yards.
Missouri's Florida State in the Rose Bowl is making some big assumptions by Jerry Palm.
See where they mark it. It's close. It is a first down. That'll move the sticks. It's over a cocktail while Drinkwitz was hoping for a donation for the indoor.
Schrader, and he got the donation.
And a cocktail, too. That is quite a night. In control. Midway through second quarter. It's 10-0. Debut at Florida. They won in overtime there. He's got to figure out a way for
Kenny Guyton. You've got to make good decisions, and those are two of the better linebackers.
The battle line rivalry with a 10-0. And he also needs Schrader to do what he's doing. He's having a big day already.
By true freshman Brett Norfleet. Keep an eye. He's right there.
Burlsworth trophy. Of course, Arkansas fans know about Brian Burlsworth.
Done a nice job getting themselves off the field there on third down, but now just
here without having flare-ups occur in the future.
Gene, how much do the officials lean on the replay?
Somehow get your nerves calmed down, your emotions calmed down, so that you can.
And this is not a surprise. Back, and Williams, 56, is gone.
Yeah, Razorback.
Offense, number 51, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Turns out to the 28. It's going to be a third down of the bench.
It's going to be on Antonio Greer. He slammed him to the ground. You're not allowed in this situation, Rich, because this is a borderline, overly aggressive move.
192 yards now for Schrader. He's closing in on. All right, so he was a Division II star. Then he was a walk-on.
And Clark.
He's in over 50 in his career, and he knocks that one through as well.
Oh. See if it's clean or not.
Or maybe the dirtiest clean shirt.
We saw in that first half, both coaches say we need to have more composure.
Tristan Newson on the ball. J.C. Carlisle's on a blitz, I think.
Arm starts to go forward, which is a critical piece of information down the stretch. But again, we saw in this first series by both of these teams some
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
Sam Horn comes in, backup quarterback, redshirt freshman out of.
Chris Paul does a nice job. He's right here. He keeps his eyes locked on. Had a big game last week. Gets a touchdown here to start the second half because
Missouri.
And this is the sort of execution now that Eli Drinkwitz.
The football up. Now, if that puts that receiving player in a defenseless posture because he's ref studio today,
That's right.
fellas.
The referee's lounge is a cool place to hang out. The U.S. Army. In rushing. We know that Schrader of Missouri is leading the SEC. Last mark back into the game. Jacoby Criswell has been quarterbacking since.
To continue to develop on both sides of the football, and with this Arkansas team.
Well, and a 34-0 leads in the Johnson who makes the catch. And Johnson spun around the 8-yard line.
It's been actually quite the contrary. I've been impressed with Hudson.
That's what he does. He finds different ways to motivate his team. If it's holding them accountable, being a cheerleader.
Older brother Kellen, of course. They were teammates at Boise State. They were teammates in high school. For and made by Arkansas right at the 16-yard line. Probably gets overlooked, Aaron, with all the stars on the offensive side. Catch, ball's loose. Oh, goodness. And that ball's loose. And it's scooped up on this chilly evening with all the kicks he's had. And Eli's team back in the day.
Emmitt Smith was one of the only opposing players.
The defensive line coach is a finalist for the Broyles Award for the best time All-American from Notre Dame, Mr. Aaron Taylor.
Yeah, it's near and dear. Law's going to come from the left side of the screen, and Missouri's just going to leave him wide open. Certainly that's largely been determined here tonight, but Sam Pittman team wants.
KJ Jefferson went down with that left leg injury. It's been really
always carry the load. And that offensive line and Cody Schrader, a piece, something to prove. And then before we had him with Georgia, it was all about putting.
And to put a
offensively was the SEC freshman of the week a week ago.
Our ADs, Heather Zilbert and Lauren Baker, our BA. Gustav, they feel, has really got a high ceiling.
Yeah, he got himself a nice touchdown on a very similar play that was well blocked, and confidence in your body's ability to be able to hold up
here. Arkansas has scored 2 late touchdowns, and you would expect an onside kick. It's like Joseph Charleston with the alert play.
But you came on the road and ran the football. This offensive line, the job they did. Missouri lost its other offensive line coach the Thursday before, because Schrader's been taking it, but that is just an extremely beautiful run. Love there from Cody Schrader. And the tip of the SEC Coach of the Year along with Eli Drinkwitz. I know Kirby Smart and George is undefeated.
The impact of this win and going to a New Year's Six on recruiting, on fundraising, that speaks to the culture that they've built and what they have. And
Florida was his moment, the moment of vindication where the downfield act.
Putting a stamp on it, blowing out Arkansas.